Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is what's going on the bench today. So this is a Squier bullet, and I believe it's Korea from back in the probably the mid 1980s. And if you guys look way back into my videos, when I bought 47 guitars from that guy up in Colorado, this was one of the guitars, and it was painted black. And I had a friend of mine paint this guitar for me, and it turned out really good. So today we've got, well, I'm going to call this From Garbage to Glitter, and it's going to be in that video series. I haven't done any of those videos in probably a year, but this is going to be the next one, and so I'm just going to put this thing back together, and so here we go. Let's get started. Alright, so here it is. I think the first thing I'm going to do is let's install the neck. Put the neck back on it, make it feel like a guitar again. It's got a little neck plate here that says E702. So maybe it's 1987 according to that. Back of the headstock looks pretty cool where it has the Fender branded tuners on there. Okay, then I'm just going to take a regular Phillips screwdriver, snug these babies down then. So there we go. Now it kind of feels like a guitar already. I've got the old bridge setting right here. Got a bunch of other parts over here. Let's go for a strap button here. Nice. Okay, we got some strap buttons on it. Alright, so this magnet is what was on the back of that pickup right there. So I'm going to use a little tiny bit of adhesive to put that back down on there. I have some of that super glue gel I think I'll use for this. I'll just let that set for a while and let that thing dry up. Yeah, all the old electronics are just going to go back in here. We're going to see if they're all going to work and everything. Okay, get a little bit of that excess paint out of here. Just going to use this. That paint is on thick. Alright, so I've got a little tiny bit of, here's one of the screws. I have a little tiny bit of 1000 grit sandpaper. I hit it just a little tiny bit. Then I got a bunch of window cleaner on a rag right there. And it helps a little. Just takes a second, but let me see if I can show you. See? It's a little better. So that's what I'm doing over there. Okay, I'm missing one screw. Oh, there it is. It was hidden under the tuner right there. Let me clean this one up just a tad. These will rust again really quickly. Leave me some comments and give me some advice on how to clean these rusty screws. I don't know if you leave them in vinegar. Oh, there's those electronic devices that you set them down in. There's a lot of paint in some of these holes in this guitar because it's got full of paint. There it goes. And don't tighten these too tight because I'll just crack the pickup ring. Okay, so I'm going to install the claw. We're just going to put this in here, and once we get strings and everything on it, then we'll have to do the adjusting on this. But it looks really nice. The paint in here looks really good. It's almost a shame to have to put a back cover on it. Okay, yep, so I'm going to leave that right there. There we go. And hopefully there it goes. Yep. And then this is a ground. Okay, so I'm going to trim this little outside stuff off of there. And I'm going to cut this glob of solder off the end. And we're going to, there it goes right there. Now we've got another ground wire to install. So hold on now, I'm rethinking this. If the claw is grounded, then what was this ground underneath this going to be for? I don't need to have this in there. I'm going to pull this out. I'm thinking, man, that don't make sense. What is the purpose of that? If the springs and everything... Huh. I don't know why that would have been grounded like that. Because again, the springs that come across here, and this grounds the bridge. Got 3 springs I'm putting on. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not sure what I was thinking right there. I've been distracted ever since the holidays. Okay. Let's put our tone knob back on. And our volume, I just turn it up all the way up to 10. Put the 10 towards you. There it is. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, guys, so I'm making progress. I've been doing some wiring, and I have determined that this old 5-way switch is bad. So what I'm going to try to do now, I'm going to put a new switch in it. This old plastic thing is pretty much on its last leg. So I have a brand new, genuine Fender part that I'm going to install here. So this thing will have a nice, fresh, really high quality Fender 5-way switch in it. And this little plastic piece fits down in there like that, which is kind of unique to this guitar. And you know, there's a point where, hey, I want to leave it all original, but it's already a refin, right? And so then you also have to think about, well, I want it to sound really good, because the goal is to resell this thing. And when guys sit down in my front showroom and they strum guitars, if you hear any kind of noise or anything coming from the 5-way switch, a lot of guys will just put it back up on the wall and not give it a second listen. So the new switch I don't think is going to hurt me to do onto this one. And then the new switch also gives me these 2 brand new shiny chrome screws that hold this thing in there. So it's going to help it to look new and fresh. Okay, so now I'm going to print up and get on the computer and look at a wiring diagram so I can wire this thing up correctly. Put the tip on. They give you the white tip or the black tip. I'm definitely doing the black one on here. There we go. That's nice. Okay, now I got to get back to turn my soldering iron on. Try to get this thing wired up. Today's string choice. Okay guys, it's that time. Let's put some strings on it. Today I've got a 3-pack of the D'Addario 9 through 42 NYXLs. So there we go. Let me open this pack. We'll throw these on there.
How's it going?
Couple of guys coming in the front door. And again today I'm using my Ernie Ball Power Peg Pro string winder. Used this thing for years and years. Now I can see right off the bat that our saddles are extremely low, so after I get the strings on here, I'm going to leave them kind of loose. I'm going to make some adjustments to those saddles, and then we'll put our straight edge on the neck after we get a little string tension on it, so we can take a look at how much relief or lack of relief is in the neck. Hopefully it doesn't have any kind of a back bow, because I don't think they had the two-way truss rod going on back in the Fender Bullet 1980s stuff. The two-way truss rod is an awesome, awesome thing that they are putting in all modern guitars. But these old ones didn't really have them. Johnny, how you doing?
Oh, very good. How was LA?
LA was epic. And look at this thing, man. It's a refinished.
Oh, wow.
1980s something or rather, made in Korea. So it's the later 80s Squier Bullet.
That's pretty cool.
I just put a 5-way switch in it, and we'll put new D'Addario strings on there. Going to have a video out. We're going to edit this video today. And it's New Year's Eve, so you guys will be seeing this tomorrow on New Year's Day. I wanted to make sure I had a video done for everybody on New Year's Day, which is tomorrow.
I just picked up one of these babies, the good old Snark tuner. It's rechargeable, this one too, so that's pretty badass. So,
yeah, Johnny just bought the Snark.
Happy to take that.
One of the greatest guitar inventions of the last 10, 20 years.
Well, this is actually a gift for a friend of mine that plays violin, and this does violin or could tune the whole band.
So check this out, Johnny. As you were saying, how was the Quiet Riot show? Dude, the Quiet Riot show was epic. Let me go into my phone here. I put one video up already, but I was lucky enough, fortunate enough, that I was able to go see Quiet Riot at the Whiskey A Go Go on what was it? It was Friday, December 27th, and my band got to hang out. Here we are backstage, but we got to hang out, and we actually opened for Quiet Riot. And you can see old Rudy Sarzo is back in the band. And it was just tons of fun. And so if I show too much of that, it'll probably get me demonetized. But yeah, Quiet Riot is back with Rudy Sarzo on bass. They played a sold-out show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And my band, the Whiskey Dogs, we were fortunate enough to be able to open up for these guys. And it's just so good to see live music like this at a cool bar like the Whiskey A Go-Go. Now on lead vocals, their lead singer, his name is, well, I'm pretty sure it's a stage name, but it's Jizzy Pearl. And he used to be the singer of Love Hate. You remember that band?
Love Hate, I'm kind of blanking. Did they have a hit or two?
I think they might have, but again, it's really good to see Rudy Sarzo back in the band. Yeah, and so, you know what's cool about Quiet Riot is, other than Randy Rhoads being in the band with them back in the day, and then Carlos Cavazo was a great lead guitar player. Quiet Riot, Come On and Feel the Noise, was the first heavy metal song to get into the Billboard Top 40, Top 100. It went to number one in, I believe it was spring of 1983. And so every record producer, every A&R guy on earth went to West Hollywood and tried to find the next hair metal band. 1983 was a great year for all the hair metal, and Rudy is looking good. He's moving really well on stage. He plays a ton of notes. And I opened up for him, and I was playing bass 15 minutes before Quiet Riot went on, and I'm up there going boom, 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 riding my E-note and stuff. Rudy is all over that fretboard. Just a phenomenal bass player. He's moving really good. I was tired after like 3 or 4 songs. He's up on the drum riser. He's pounding on that bass. Look at that. Yeah, Rudy is doing great. So, props to Quiet Riot. Go see him if you guys get a chance. Super fun show. All right. Let me get back to this thing. Go ahead and cut the string ends off here. And let's throw a tuner on this. First, let's look at these saddles. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to do some adjusting here. Get the right wrench in there. That's not it. I think it might be this one. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So this one I'm going to raise a little bit. Then we also need to make sure that it has a radius to the saddles. Honestly, you know, that's looking pretty good right there. There's a lot of, the saddle screws that are in here are very long. And it'd be nice to have them cut because they're gonna get your palm. If you're doing any kind of palm muting or anything up here on the bridge, they're gonna kind of dig into you. Let me just do what I always do in every video. And I know the guitar is not tuned yet. And I'm just going to throw it up here on my knee. For me, the best way to just see if a guitar plays good, I don't usually get a bunch of tools out and do a bunch of stuff like that. I just throw it up here on my knee and kind of play through it a little bit. Let me throw a tuner on this thing now. And let's tune it up. Come on, baby. There you go. I know you guys love just listening to somebody tune. Oh, my high E string it's loose down in the bridge, I'm going to say. Alright, really low string height. So let's do this again. Let's get into these saddles a little bit more. And raise these babies just a little half a turn on each one or something. Yes, the guitar's a little buzzy. Yeah, and it's too bad that these screws are so long. It'd be nice to kind of cut them down a little bit on the bottom side. Okay, and the high E string, we'll bring that up a little tiny bit too. So there's a radius to these. But then also you want to keep each saddle flat. Because sometimes you don't, I see guys where they kind of have their saddles sort of at angles. And I've always heard that you want to keep them flat. But then you got that radius in there too. Well, it is New Year's Day, guys, and I hope everybody just has an awesome 2025. I remember what a big event it was when 1999 moved over to the year 2000. Y2K, that was such a big event. Everybody thought the world was going to end. Rock bands made albums about it, Y2K. This guitar is playing really good. Now, a lot of guys, when they buy a new guitar or a used guitar like this, they'll put their favorite set of strings on it. They'll have it set up the way they enjoy playing them. Okay, this is the bridge position. Alright, my friends, there you got it. Thanks for watching. It's a made in Korea Squier bullet from the mid to late 80s. I'm not sure. Leave me a comment. What year did they start building them in Korea? Maybe it was even the early 90s. Leave me some comments. This one has been refinished. A friend of mine that paints guitars and comes into the store painted this for me. Don't call me and say, hey, can you get him to paint a guitar for me? Because he's super busy with his day job, and he spent like 6 months with this one before he gave it back to me. But again, there you guys have it. Happy New Year. Hit the thumbs up. Do all that typical YouTube stuff for me. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Think about becoming a channel member. Look at the links down in the description below. I have an Amazon link. We've got this shopping thing where you can go on there and different things like that. And consider buying a ZIMM'S Guitars t-shirt. Although I'm wearing my MIK t-shirt today. And thank you guys so much. Everybody have a great day. Go buy a guitar. Hey guys, if you like that video and want to see another restring video, click up here. If you want to see me interviewing a guy about their guitar, go ahead and click up here.